So whenever teams are making the call and they're like, oh, those guys are over there, when they hear gunfire, like, are they talking about those guys or could they be talking about another team?
No, they're talking about the team, man, for sure.
Yeah. Everyone talks about those guys. They're the most popular team in the lobby.
Those guys, man.
Well, you want to start that day off with a lot of positivity. Getting a win in map number 1 could be a huge boon for your chances to qualify. And if you want an example of that, Adrenaline yesterday won the very first map and just about squeaked into this round. So keep an eye on who takes that chicken dinner in map number 1 as we watch those guys making their way down towards the Twin Barns compound. And again, you grab your vehicle, you move up, you get looted.
And the TG, those guys, as they are looking for an early run over, and there we go. Zray is the first person to go down, and what a way to go. It's a run over, it's a flatten, wham bam, thank you ma'am. There's our first point on the board, round of 16, we are off.
Old and Young are able to pick up that kill, and now those guys and Old and Young are in a battle. 2 knocks come through from Christopher as he goes from one to the other, and Old and Young try to force that res by the bus stop with that shield to provide some cover as well. But what a ending we could be about to have.
Yeah, good night. We've already seen those guys do well the overarm throws. That's near enough pinpoint accurate, but the bus will provide some cover. That one is right underneath, so it gets one. Surprisingly, you'll get a second though. I thought 2 would go down. Deployable shields though, providing them more some cover as it is a 2v1 at the end. Lemon Squeezy making it clear as he gives away his position, lays down. Oh, he doesn't get it, puts him down to a 1 shot. And I think it's the blue at the end actually that gets the finish up though. Those guys, 9 kills. 19 points, but these two I think are securing their spot.
Well, Christopher is going to provide some cover as Lemon Squeezy gets some HP back on, but For Earth now is running out through the open. Christopher hits the deck, sees the car, hears the footsteps, and Christopher's able to get that next knock. Steps on up, and there's a third as he takes down Patron as well. Christopher doing big things here on the edge of the zone, and those guys hold their ground as that'll be the end of Apollo. They pick up all the kills, and just like that, we lose our first team.
Oh, Greg, this is super aggressive, but he has no idea that Lemon Squeezy is right here. It might not matter though, because like we said, Greg's kind of feeling himself, and he's got that hog. He's gonna find one. Can he find 2? Oh my God, laxatives. Oh, he is so lucky he's got an AK right there.
And now Lemon Squeezy's going to get picked up and carried off into the distance as well. Little 360 as well, as if he knew that he was being watched. Got to get those style points in as well. You know, SMG on SMG action here as Nikhail looks towards Philo. It's the Micro Uzi taking on the UMP-45, but there's a third party coming through. Well, not a third party, but a backstab coming through as Thunder gets hit by some lightning, but Philo trades it back instantaneously. Another SMG peeking this way as Flaxatives will look to flush out Philo with this nade. The nade drops, it bounces beautifully to where Philo was, but not where he was going to be, and it allows him to step on up, but he's got to consider trying to get that res off. Takes a lot of shots. Christopher gets up on top of the roof, and he's able to get that knock. And never mind, Gibson. They dropped a little bit further than that. They're going to try to land on this ridge line now. Lemon Squeezy is going to take Retaliative down from inside the sky, but they stick the rest of the landing. But Raji's going to get knocked by Noel as Hartford Who's try to flush that one out. Lemon Squeezy knocks Lucid. Snake's just going to play in the shack. What it takes, that...
Dude.
We've seen better rotations than that tonight so far.
These emergency pickups.
Sorry, Lemon Squeezy pushing out of the compound, sneak attack, making his way up on top of the ridge line. But as you can see, Four Nation will be peeking his way. Dangyo's going to hit him twice. Flaxative's going to hit him once more. And easy peasy Lemon Squeezy sneak attack's been taken down. 11 teams left alive. But I'm going to ask you the question that I asked Dave yesterday. Flaxatives.
Okay. Yes.
What's it? I know what a laxative is. What's a flaxative?
Yeah, you know, it's probably the same thing, just with flax. I don't know. I know flax is supposed to be a thing, right? Okay. Now that is the way to defend your teammate, Mr. Flaxatives, and Honey Badger, he's gonna, fortunately, in is rare for the case for Honey Badger, but fortunately he actually has a teammate close by to revive it.
To pop a first aid if he has one in the back pocket. Those guys, though, will look to catch everybody as they look to move out. That nade's going to soar. Oh my god, great nade. Flaxitives is going to flush out ZB. Christopher is moving around this car, this little shack. He's gone prone. He's got the AUG at the ready. Eyes low, scouting, trying to find out where he is, and he's going to catch him out on the vault as Eyes low is going to get knocked, but now Morinix is going to spot him out. Looking this way now, Christopher.
Whoa.
Great tap here with a
No
minute. He
way.
gets that knock as well, and it leaves it now down to Joshy as those guys
10
hit
kills.
10 kills. Christopher with 3, and I might make it 4. He's probably not going to get that res, but where does he go from here?
Get the drop and wrap to the east, mate. Christopher on 0.5 on the board for Lemon Squeezy. 4 for
Ahead of Adrenaline as things stand, but the problem for those guys is they're the ones that need to force their way through Apollo to get into this zone. Taloj, Why You So Ugly, and For Earth in position. Lemon Squeezy firing off towards For Earth, but then shots fired back the other way will be blocked by the Loy. That nade.
Oh, beautiful.
Now you push. Now those guys got to get aggressive.
Right up against the backboard there for Lemon Squeezy. It may not have been nothing but net, but it was effective nonetheless. Neil, Kyle, do they know where Tallow is? I'm not sure. Either way, Lemon Squeezy gonna make short work of Why You So Ugly. And now it's all down to Tallow.
Yeah, it's hard to know which team's going to be the next one to drop. Now, Cowboy is dropping a lot of utility as Greg is going to body block for him. So Cowboy getting some cover from his teammate for the meantime. Tosses that molly up to prevent the push, but look at this barrage of utility being thrown this way. The stun comes through, so forces Nilkail to go prone. And wait, he steps up again. That needs perfect.
wow.
Lemon Squeezy, easy peasy. Down goes Cowboy.
itself back very, very aggressively. So if the teams have been watching the main stages, they need to be cautious as well, because they know that recently these zones have been a bit dangerous. Not as dangerous though as that AUG, as he puts him down very quickly on that rotation. Get crashed.
Speaking of crashes, though, what it takes, they're going to rotate past those guys as the kill feed lights up. Sneak attack gets one. Now they're going to try to create a car for it to get the res onto Lucid. But the rest of those guys are going to start dumping utility this way. Flaxitives does end up going down. Lucid takes a lot of damage, but Raji with a huge spray. And he picks up again, does a lot of damage to Lemon Squeezy as he looks to squeeze the HP away from his position. But there's a snake in the grass. Nilkail goes for the drive-by. He crashes. He's going to get the flush onto the one. But they have full retreated back into Navi compound.
Let's play away from that one. I like the creativity, the third party action, but no one understood that Abstract were going to come in, and Lemon Squeezy holding it as a solo and putting what it takes down and stop. 6 kills on the board. They now need to take the fight here with those guys, and those guys though, they want to stop it though with a big nade comes in, and back to back commentator Kirsten Ryan
His way in it. You got to be very careful. Lemon Squeezy and Flaxitives are on the move.
That's a dangerous combination. Flaxitives and Lemon Squeezy. Those Flaxitives though puts it down because this
Up on top of the high ground, Flaxitives on the low ground, Lemon Squeezy playing outside, but Rats have to aggress onto this.
Yeah, it's a hard area to play as well. Rats are going in. Nade though from those guys. Those goes through the little shanty town, the junkyard, as they are now holding the outside, and that then is going to isolate one of the Rats as the spoon is down. Potentially Resiball crawling to get himself back to a bit of cover. It was actually the splash damage that picked him up. It wasn't actually the nade in towards the shack though. Those guys trying to figure out, and what we love about this area is that you have to react so quickly. Gathering information is quite hard here though, as they do try and find exactly where these players are. Flash though goes out. Lemon Squeezy trying to make it Lemon Squeezy though, but a drop shot to try and hide some cover. Unable to hide away the tippy toes, and recalls back, and the Rats fall down yet again. Early finish for them. 16th place. See them qualification. Those guys done well. Tilt had done well. TTG trained to grief really well. Dragon leaving it to the last minute. Never like to see that.